Today I'm going to be walking across the entire country of Liechtenstein, and if you don't know where Liechtenstein is, it's a tiny country sandwiched between Austria and Switzerland. And we're going to be attempting to walk the entire country in just one day. We're going to be battling the most brutal terrain and weather in life-threatening conditions. I think it's only about a 26-kilometre walk, so I think I might be exaggerating just a little bit. Do you? Yeah. Google Maps is saying this walk will take just under 6 hours if we bypass the capital city of Vaduz, but we don't want to do that because we've got something really cool to show you there. Make sure you stick around so you don't miss that. Liechtenstein has a tiny population of around 38,000 and it's one of the richest countries on the planet with zero national debt, and also the royal family being worth 7.5 billion. It has little to no crime rate. Their last recorded murder was in 1997. Some would say a perfect country, and also a perfect country for me to walk across. Liechtenstein is also a German-speaking country, and I've been learning a little German myself, so I'm going to try and have a conversation with the local in German. Entschuldigung Sie, wo ist Österreich?
Austria.
Yes. Heute, wir gehen nach Österreich von Basel. This way? Yeah? Okay, okay. Dankeschön. Danke. We're currently walking down a bike path on like a main road because there isn't any footpath, so I'm not actually sure if we're allowed to do this. But we haven't had anyone tell us otherwise, so I think we're just going to keep following this main road. So it finally took us off the main road, and now we're kind of just walking down this like stone path. I'm not too sure where it's actually taking us. I think it's taking us the fastest way to go towards the finish line, but obviously we want to go to Vaduz, the capital, and see some stuff there. So we're going to follow this, and then hopefully we're going to find the sort of right turning to get into where we want to go. Honestly, walking is one of the best things you can actually do. It's so good. Like, we're seeing stuff we thought we'd never ever see. Absolutely insane. That is where we're heading. Both Switzerland and Liechtenstein have these fresh water fountains where you can get free water, and we definitely needed it because it was so hot. It was that hot that this happened to Matt's leg. Just made it to the capital city of Vaduz. I can finally show you what I was talking about. This small country doesn't actually have its own airport, so you can't actually get a passport stamp unless you go to the tourist information centre where you can pay 3 francs to have your passport stamp. Do we have the passport stamps?
Yes, we do here.
Could we have them as well?
Yes. 3 euro or 3 Swiss francs.
She actually gave us them for free, so we didn't even have to pay the 3 francs for that. Okay, now time for some caffeine. Vaduz is such a beautiful little city. Just walking through it, the people are so friendly, and they have some really cool architecture from the older times and some on a bit more of a weird vibe. We have just left the capital of Vaduz, and we have got a long road ahead of us. Still another 3 hours of walking. And the next town is Schaan, and I believe that is the halfway point. I'm getting a white monster because I couldn't stomach another coffee. I think I've had 3 today. And I wasn't about that life. Whoa! Or a bus. Now having the pretzel. The Olympic national team was actually outside and they were getting ready for the Olympics. Obviously that's in Paris this year, so that was actually quite cool to see. Blimey. At least we're on an actual pavement this time. But yeah, 3 hours, long road. Let's get it. Just reached Schaan, the halfway point. Well, we've just started, so we've still got more than halfway, but a motivation for us to keep going. And the sun has come back out now. Spirits are lifted. Let me know in the comments, have you even heard of Liechtenstein? And if you have you ever been? This is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. That is how I'm feeling right now. So we're leaving the town of Shan and our next stop is Bendern. And we've got about 10 kilometres to go. Boy, is finished. Absolutely knackered. We're getting there though, come on. 10 kilometres to go, come on, we've got it. This road has felt like it's gone on for absolutely forever. We've just been one long straight road down like, it's not a motorway, it's almost like a dual carriageway with one lane. It's a single carriageway, but it's like, it feels like it's just gone on forever to the next town. It's taking its toll. My ankles are hurting, Matt's knees are hurting. But we've got to keep going, we're getting closer. That's what we keep telling ourselves. It's just absolutely nothing for like all the way down there. And as we walked and got closer and closer, it felt like we were getting further away. Spirits got lower. Fuck. And it felt like we were never going to reach the finish line. Finally, some civilization all the way over there. That sign says Rugel. I think that's the last like major sort of town before we hit like the fields and like stone paths and stuff to get to the border of Austria. So we're now on our last push. I think we've got about 7 kilometres left. Finally used the toilet. We refueled, we go in. We've got this, nearly done. Finally left this and we're on to our final town. But the main road is actually closed, so there's a diversion just up a path. So I don't actually know where it's going to take us, but we're going to follow the signs anyway. It's hard. This is starting to get really, really hard now. We're struggling. I underestimated it. I don't think I was overreacting when I said 26 kilometres. This is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. We were fine until the last like, sort of 10 kilometres, and then we've really sort of struggled to get through it. But I think we're sort of close to our last stretch, but it's like it feels so close but feels so far. I just want to get there now. We're so close. And just as we thought all hope was lost, this happened. We must be so close. We're so close. Yes! It's there! The finish line! Finally. Yes! It was a bittersweet ending to such a huge accomplishment because there was a guy actually cutting the grass there and he didn't really speak much English and he was asking for our passports and thought we were trying to cross the border when we weren't. But nearly 38,000 steps, 26 kilometres in under 7 hours. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe.